Okay guys, here is that surgeon I was talking about, strung with a pita pocket. I did this one a little different than my normal pita pockets. It's different than the tutorial. I did not use a pocket stretcher, I just did it freehand. So when you're doing it freehand, or what I did, is all I did was string the center track first. I keep it a little wider so that it has a little better hold, and it also closes the gap between the inner and outer leathers. I keep the outer leathers real tight, and that keeps it pretty close to the head. I drop the inner leathers to about how deep I want it to be. On this one, what I did that was a little different was I did the inner cross lace first before the outer cross lace. Usually I'll do the outer cross lace, the center track, and then connect it with the inner cross lace. This one I did the inner track, or I did the track, and then the inner cross lace. And as long as you're keeping the leathers pretty tight, and the surgeon, it's got pretty small bottom holes so the leathers don't slide too much. But if you keep those leathers tight and positioned where you want them, all you gotta do is kind of lay the string down in a way that supports that shape. And string doesn't stretch, so that's one of the biggest things that I've learned over these months of stringing, is if you just lay the string down in a way that supports the pocket shape, and you kind of start the pocket shape off with the leathers, you can get a really solid, good pocket in the shape that you want it with no guesswork. Some of my earlier heads, I would string the pocket real shallow and then try to pound it into place. But just positioning the pocket kind of where you want it. I did this like a center or a mid pocket, and you want it mid-high. But I just position it kind of mid, and then naturally the ball will kind of push up higher and it'll hold higher. But that allows for a little lesser whip, at least in the ramp area, just because it was originally strung as a mid pocket. So I did the center track first, then the inner. You make those a little longer just to meet up easily with the outer leather without pulling anything out of shape. It's all just to support the shape, and string doesn't stretch. So that's my big tip right now. I didn't use too much cross lace for the outer cross lace. I just used enough to pull the outer leather closer to the sidewall, because when you do the center and then the inner, you get this really tight channel, and the ball actually can sit in it and you can cradle with it even before connecting the outer cross lace to the sidewall. But I lost my train of thought. But I didn't use too much outer cross lace, just enough to kind of pull. It just kind of pulls the outer leathers closer to the side. And the way I like it to look is the pinch, kind of just have the leather run straight along the pinch and then kind of easily flare off naturally to the top sidewall holes. So everything that I do, I try to keep it just natural. I just want the leathers to feel comfortable where they're at, have the string support that shape, and that's kind of how this turned out. Turned out real smooth, just medium whip, not too much, just enough to kind of keep the ball down or wherever you want it to go. So it feels really good. I'm pretty happy with it. I hope Andrew is happy with it as well. Hope you guys like it too, maybe learn something. There's no right or wrong way to do anything, just lots of different ways. And if it turns out the way you liked it, then that's the right way to do it. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later.